See, sometimes you need just a little bit bigger of the space. Sometimes your thoughts are a little bigger. And you might need to change your environment so that you can have that opportunity to get everything out. Don't forget about your health as well. Eating things that help you get these thoughts out. Because what's gonna end up happening is eventually you're gonna hit some writer's block. You're gonna need all this space, all this opportunity, so you can figure out what's wrong, what's going on. So, the podcast was going to be something that shines a little light on exactly what it takes for you to, take a little step out and think about some other things that might be hindering your creative process. All the little steps count. Everything when it comes to getting those thoughts to not only come to your brain, but to flow through you. If you were to ask me, I'm gonna say, to get those creative thoughts out, it's a two-part process. Imagine being the ball boy of a sport and having to watch all parts of the scene, of the field, everything like that. And then one day, ball boy, the person that gets the ball when it goes out of bounds, has all the extra balls, things of that nature. Then one day, it's your time to be in the field, not as the ball boy, but as the one actually performing. See, even though you may not have performed before, what you have been able to do is see, if you were paying attention to something more than just a ball, you have been able to see all aspects of the field. The field, the players, the ball, all the moves of every individual player. You get to see all of that. And by seeing all of that, when it comes time for you to actually perform yourself, what in the world do you think you're going to do? I say, more than likely, you're going to do something similar to what you've seen before. It's very, 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 very difficult in the moment to do things that you haven't experienced before. You have no type of structure, no type of idea of exactly how everything's going to come out. But if you see it, there's a very high chance that you'll be able to replicate it, that you'll be able to duplicate it. Especially if you've been this ball boy for an extended period of time. And I don't know if you guys do this. I don't know if they still have this yet. But I'm gonna show you an example of what repetition can do. whether you're ever thinking about it or not. Now, this example is going to also come from an intellectual thing, but it also comes from embodiment. Why is it also coming from embodiment? Because I am actively speaking in this very moment. So, here's this example. I pledge allegiance. Oh, yeah. Look at this, right hand. Couldn't even really do it until I put the right hand on the heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible. No, hold on. To the republic. I messed up. Indivisible. One nation for which it stands. Messed up a little bit, but as you can see here, most of it I got down, and probably messed up at the end because I was really, started thinking about it instead of feeling it. Maybe I was thinking about, oh man, I'm about to mess up, and as soon as that happened, boom, messed up. As you think of, so you believe. So it is, as above, so below, all that stuff. But again, I wasn't here to have that be the highlight. It was just the first thing that flew through me to show you an example of something that you don't do every day, or you haven't done in a long time since you're in elementary school. Background, I don't know if they do this now. I don't know if they do this now, but I do know that like during sport events, they'll they'll have a they'll say something about the flag. Forget. But yes, to get back to the point. This is really good. This is really good. Let's get my brain really going. Oh my God. Let's go. Okay. What's the point of this whole podcast right here? What's the point of it? Which is writer's block. Is you not writing a point of inaction, like not knowing what to do, or is it a point of discernment? There's something off. There's something missing. There's something that I cannot name. So let's see here. Stick with me for a bit here, because I had to dive deep into this. I was like, nah. Had to go into it and like, well, hold on. Is writer's block, like, is that something that's, like, tell me about that. Like, let me get out of my head for a second and ask the question. Right. What is it anyway? What is it to begin with anyway? And sometimes you have, it could be fear. It could be fear. It could be the judgment. It could be fear, oh my gosh. Fear of failure or judgment. Overthinking about what you're trying to say. You're not really feeling what you're saying, like you don't believe in it, in your heart. And you just trying to continue on from something, from your memory, from your knowledge, instead of how you feel or You know, like just instinct, your intuition, your embodiment. To embody, like, just to really become that. So, those are some things that I had revealed to me when I sat there and took a step back and said, why am I not doing what I said I was going to do before? Like, I literally set everything up. I got the whole set and the whole setting. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm at the place, and all of a sudden, everything, all the notes that I've taken, everything that I have, is blank. And let me see here. You know, what's another thing that may happen in this? Like, let's go over a little bit something. Let's go over a little bit of these. Let's see. You got like let's say that fear of judgment part, because right I don't. What you got to realize is I done said the answer like 2, 3, 4 times already. The answer is embodiment. The answer is intuition. You know, that's the answer, but, you know, all right, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, so let's just break some of these things down a little bit, all right? So, let's talk about judgment. Let's talk about judgment, all right? So, with judgment, you know, other people might say to you, you're just, like, when they see you not moving, when they see you not producing, and it's just like, yo, you're just consuming, you're not executing, like why you're not doing it, you know. But that right there, that's surface level logic. Like, that's on the surface, you know, because what's actually happening is that you're not consuming, you're really distilling. Now, like, you're really taking out, you're really looking at that whole aspect, you're taking it out, and you're seeing exactly what the true essence of it is. You know, you're drawing to something that's, you're really being drawn to something that's original. It really is something that's coming from you. You're not really trying to, you know, replicate something that you've seen before. Like, and if you are, like, then, you know, that's like a different outcome that you'll probably get. You'll probably get something that's similar to something else that's out there, and then, like, has already been done before. Somebody's already seen the material before, so it's just kind of like, it's not even like, yeah, I mean, everything, again, nothing's new under the sun. Everything's already been done already. Okay. So what is the reason why you are doing what you're doing? The reason why your content, your vision, your execution is there. The why. You know? That's where the writer's block's coming from. It's because you're moving and you're not feeling it. You're not feeling it. Now, it's really integral for you to actually ask that why, for you to take that step back. You know? It's really integral for you to do that, because, like, that's when you're gonna really have some quality content, quality, like, we're gonna see that it's coming from you. We're gonna see that this is something that can't be replicated, even if it was the same experience. Like, it was an experience that came from your viewpoint. It was experience that came from your viewpoint, not your viewpoint that's you're replicating from another. It's your viewpoint as you felt it, as you moved through it, as you experienced it. So, why is that important? Why is that important? Why is it important? It's the true purpose. It's the true purpose of your expression. It's the true purpose of what you're here to do. You know? To be, to do, and to have. Like that right there, oh my gosh. It is a formula that everyone should know about if they don't know about already. It's talked about in the book of Genesis, right in the beginning. You know, man, there's so much. Let me think some more. Stick with me here. Yeah. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave y'all with something. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with something. I'm gonna leave y'all with something really, 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 really insightful. Here we go. Really good. Wow. In the anime Haikyuu, Haikyuu, Hinata and Kageyama, those two right there, complete opposites, complete attitudes, opposite body structures. You know, you got all these opposites, yet they were on a team together, and their alignment didn't come through anything but their hyper awareness, their timing, and their focus. Their awareness, their timing, and their focus. Their awareness of every moment, of every breath, of every shift. Their timing by moving without thinking. And their focus on everything that's right there in front of them. Nothing else that was around them existed. Nothing else existed, just like how I'm speaking to you right now. The only thing that exists right now is this square that I see. This little example. I only see the background right here. Nothing until I turn around. None of this exists. None of this exists. I come back, only this exists. I'm only focused on this. Only. Now, what happens with all of that? In that anime right there, they were able to continuously be around each other, not mesh at all, until the point where they were able to see each other's breath, to see each other's rhythm, to see each other's focus, to see each other's timing, to see each other's awareness. If the only thing, if I'm sitting here, you saw what I just did? You saw that, right? You saw how I looked to the left. In your vision, I look to the right. You're probably gonna look to the left. You're probably gonna look to the right. You're probably gonna look to see what was that. I just looked to the right because I said right. You see, that's where my focus is on. My focus is on my breath, my speaking right now. If you're sitting around somebody look, everybody else gonna look in that direction. You in a rough area, and 2-3 people start running after a sound. Depending on your upbringing, you're either gonna look to see what they're running from, or you're gonna start running with them. This is alignment. This is alignment right here. Like, this is being in tune with what's happening in the moment. So, what is that? That is the thing. That's the thing that this is what we're trying to explain here. This is what we're trying to explain here. Is that you want to get over your writer's block, or even you want to figure out why you're not moving, is because you haven't been trained. You haven't trained yourself to respond when you need to move how you need to act on your awareness from your meditations, to act on your instincts that you got from your training. So, and I can keep going. You know, I can keep going and going and going. I probably will a little bit. And hey, because one thing that I did take care of is the fear. Like, what am I afraid of in this square? What am I afraid of in this square? Like, you know, the only things left is, there's nothing in this square right here that I'm afraid of. The only things left after that, for it comes to fear, is how I'm gonna be judged. But that's not in this current moment. That's in the future. That's me worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. And then if it does happen, don't you got a higher power that you can lean back on? We're not gonna talk about that right now, because we're focused on the fact that, well, we can talk about it, because at the end of the day, another thing to dispel everything is that you got to realize that things have been given to you, and only the Lord, like, oh my gosh. When you look, here's another thing. When you look at a grand scale, like, what is it at the end of the day that you have, or you've experienced, that you've gotten by yourself, that you've done by yourself? Man, you know what? I can keep ranting, I can keep going. So I don't want this to be way too long. But what this is inviting you to do is to check out how I want to consolidate this. Instead of being indecisive, instead of worrying and not executing, just really sit back and think about all of the things that you can do in the moment, in the very moment. that God has provided for you. Like you have what you need. You have what you need. And because God has provided it for you. And if you don't have what you need, God has given you the access to get it. And it can be done. You just need to realize that whatever situation is probably happened in a span of 15 minutes. And it's your choice to have that 15 minutes repeat for an entire 16 or 20 hours, or for however long that your eyes are open for. Secondly, why I say because I done seen videos of people not having gym equipment, and they're finding old tires and using that for weights, using that for, I mean, like, it's like the engine, like when you sit back and, oh, I don't have a washer machine. Well, hold on. So when God made everything in the beginning, like, a washer machine was included. Clothes was included. Like, like, when you go to the root of everything and you just think about how much grace you have, how much you have versus someone that doesn't have that, and then use that as your baseline, man, perspective, and then your perception on that perspective, wow, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, especially when you incorporate the Lord and His teachings. Even 15 minutes a day. Even 15 minutes a day. You're gonna get at least a few chapters in you. A few stories, a few books. No, not a few books. Hold on, what are you calling? So it's the books. I'm new at all the terminology. So you got the books, you got the book of a few verses. Maybe it's a verse, maybe. Y'all can correct me if y'all want to. Because I love criticism. I love it. Feedback, criticism, however you want to call it. Ain't nothing wrong with any of that. Not in the slightest. So, I'll leave you with that. Things are going to be better and more definitely refined as it goes on. But just think about this. If you've never spoken on a stage before, if you've read about it, you've seen people do it, but if you never actually came up, see all these people, and then start talking, you're all of these fears and stuff like that, even though this is, wow, look at that, look what just hit, the little correlation that just hit. This writer's block I was talking about, I am now correlating it to speaking in front of a whole bunch of people, like, or having a big meeting or something like that, like, even performance. let me do I'm gonna do one. You're gonna get a bonus right now. You're gonna get a bonus. Like, the only thing that's stopping me right now is finding something that I could know the words to sing. to sing, just to show y'all. Let me see lyrics. Let me see what's. Oh man, if this was live, somebody would help me out. Just throw me a song. But I'm having writer's block right now on what song. What I want to do. So let me take my step back. All right. What I want to do is to show you how you can just start singing right now. I'm afraid of somebody hearing my voice. All out of here. The only thing stopping me right now after meditating is not knowing the words to the song. Now, even that, just again, it happened again. Let me hit some of this ocha. All right, even that, now, I don't even care about the words of the song anymore. So now it's just a melody. Now it's just a melody. Now all I need is a melody because I don't even care about the words of a song. Let me see. Oh, can I get something? Can I get something? Let me get something to come to me. Man. Man, I just want to close my eyes. Let me see. Let me think of something. I'm gonna ask the Lord. Let me see. Look at that. So you see this? You see what happened? I closed my eyes. And I said, yo, I wanna show everybody what fear looks like when it comes to not being afraid to do it, and to show you the whole creative process of how you could just sit there and let me just fast forward because I already got it. I closed my eyes, I thought of the Lord, and nothing came to me, so I was just like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna end it, I'm gonna surrender this. And it's just close your eyes, throw my hands up, surrender, boom, boom. That's Cisco right there. That's it. Let me see. Let me get the lyrics real quick. Let me see. This all came to me. Let me see. Let me see if they got the lyrics. I spelled his name wrong and everything. Let me see here. Just to show you a little bit of what it looks like. Let me see. See, I know the melody. I know the melody. I know the melody. All right, here we go. Forgive me, I'm guilty. I'm filthy, baby, cleanse me. I'm empty, I'm ready to change. Oh, no more lies, bump us ain't worth us. Girl, I'm ready to change, so I'll no longer be that way. Close your eyes. Oh man, so you see, look at that. We didn't get to close both your eyes, put your hands to the sky, and surrender to me, and I'll be your lover for always. Close both your eyes. See, look at that. It's fine. And that's a little example. And guess what? It's getting posted. Why? Because I'm trying to show y'all something. And I just did. Until next time.